I think it was your casting director who said that this film is about the landscape of faces and that you have these amazing faces. What does this mean?
Well, when we went out to kind of search for the landscapes, what we really discovered is the variety of faces in the world, especially in Africa. I mean, Africa is amazing when you kind of see how many tribes they have and how many different people. And we more and more get into that, we had kind of this casting calls and they kind of prepared it really well, and then we grouped them into tribes. And first we only wanted to do 2-3 tribes, and all of a sudden we had 6 or 7 because there was just a variety of it. And it was just fascinating.
In the leading roles, you have 2 young actors. How was casting and directing these 2 young actors?
Well, I think when you, as a director, you cast, actors you really like. I mean, you have to like somebody, and you have to think they're kind of talented. So in a weird way, it was not different from directing Mel Gibson. He's a little bit more, let's say, experienced, but the interaction is exactly the same. So I was really amazed how they, kind of stayed calm in all this big production. I mean, this is huge, and they stayed calm. They sing and so that was good, and I was really very fortunate that I found these 2 because they also had a great chemistry together.
You wrote and directed this film. What was the starting point of your process of creating a world that has never been seen or experienced before?
Well, first it started with, I saw a documentary on Discovery Channel about mammoth hunting and what it meant for the mammoths and for the people. So I said, wow, I want to show that. And then after a while it was not enough for me. I said, only animals, this is not what I really want to do. I once Googled 10,000 BC and I learned there's a whole theory about that in 10,000 BC also the pyramids were built. And I said, what, the pyramids were built? And then, the more I read, it made more and more sense. So I said, what a great combination. You have mammoth hunt on one hand and pyramids on the other hand. And then really always fascinated with the pyramids. You may know, Stargate, that was already a pyramid. So that was that's now kind of what I really want to do. And it was interesting to the whole journey of it was very interesting.
You wrote this movie and then you directed it. How does a screenwriter rethink his script when he's directing?
Well, the interesting thing is there's an old saying, first the 3 most important thing in making a movie is script, script, script. But then when you're a director, you realize when you have a script, you have to have the guts and the courage to already shooting, keep working on the script, because your characters and your actors will tell you stuff and you want to incorporate too. And then when you're finished editing, you pretty much again work on the script because you say, oh, this scene we take out, or we make up a scene. It's just never ending.
A few years ago, 6 or 7 years ago, I was in Hollywood watching a film. It is not important which film it was. You were seated just behind me, and at the end of the film, you made a remark, a terrible remark about that film. Your remark isn't important, but how does a director, a screenwriter, a filmmaker judges his own work in the work of others?
Well, I'm in general very generous because I know how hard it is. But sometimes I'm then also very critical because in that case it was actually I think it was a movie I wanted to do, and I was just not happy with what he did. So I was kind of going off on that. So also he killed one of my movies actually, and I was never like that. And I know even which movie it was.
Okay, let's leave it here.
Yeah, it's our secret, Because I remember that you were sitting, you were sitting in front of us.
Yeah, right in front of you.
And afterwards I said, oh my God. Because
Roland, thank you very much.